The Belgian-style Witbier, known in the French-speaking part of Belgium as Bière Blanche, was born in the time of sustenance brewing. That's where beer was brewed either on the family farm or in the monastery. Now, the Witbier was a monastery beer that dates back to the 14th century when beers were brewed with combinations of herbs and or spices known as groot were used to balance the sweetness. So the province of Broadbent and the cities within it, including Leuven and Hoegaarden, were very well known for their witbiers. But due to the rising popularity of hops brewing as well as lagering in the late 1800s and early 1900s, the Witbier style in the area around Hoegaarden was hit very, very hard. And that caused the last Hoegaarden brewery to shut down in 1957. But one man came to the rescue. A milkman, actually, named Pierre Celis, who brought it back. In 1965, Celis experimented with a plethora of Witbier recipes, releasing his first Belgian wit in 1966. The beer took off, and in 1978, Celis would move his brewery to an abandoned soft drink facility, and he renamed it De Kluis, or The Cloister. The cloister, however, unfortunately was destroyed by a fire in 1985, and since this move made Celis struggle monetarily, he sold a portion to Stella Artois. But this was the beginning of many problems for poor Mr. Celis, as Stella would merge with other companies to form Interbrew, and then Celis would have a lot of disagreements about how to brew his beer. That caused him to sell the rest of his share, and in 1989 he decided to get out of there, and he moved to the U.S., and you guessed it, Texas. Austin, Texas, to be exact. So Celis, along with his daughter, created Celis Brewing Company in 1992, and his Witbier was an immediate success in the Lone Star State. But, again, he sold it to a larger company. He sold it to Miller Brewing. They bought him out, and again, he had disagreements with them, causing him to move to Belgium. Now, while Celis beer would wane and vanish, the popularity, though, of the style still continues to flourish all throughout the world, thanks to that one man's invention. So in the Witbier style, we're looking at a straw color to pale to yellow gold look. It'll have a dense, creamy white head with great retention. Aroma-wise, we're looking at light and sweet maltiness with a bit of grainy tardiness, maybe some honey or vanilla with pepper and spice. Mouthfeel's going to be smooth and creamy, and the taste is sweet and malty with notes of vanilla, honey, and orange zest. On average, the ABV is between 4.5 and 5.5%. It ranges from 8 to 20 IBUs, and we serve it in a tulip glass. For food pairings, great partner to lunch. It's a lunch beer, sessionable. Salads are kind of the soulmate of this beer, no matter what the topping is. Also, they recommend light fish, lobster, sushi, and smoked salmon, and any sort of cuisine really carrying citrus flavors, sauces, marinades, desserts, is in very good company with the Witbier. It, however, is not good to pair with stuff that's rather spicy or has too much heat. And the top 10 most popular beers of the Witbier style are number 1, Blue Moon Belgian White from Coors Brewing Company, 2, White from Allagash Brewing Company, 3, Hoegaarden Original White Ale from Brouwery van Hoegaarden, 4, Shock Top Belgian White from Anheuser-Busch, 5, Namaste White Belgian-style Witbier from Dogfish Head Craft Brewery, 6, White Rascal from Avery Brewing Company, 7, Blanche de Chamblay from Unibrow, 8, Bright White from Bell's Brewery, 9, Samuel Adams Cold Snap from Boston Beer Company, and number 10, Wit Wheat Ale, Brewery Omegang.